Here are the details. Dean's Details 1971. Let the pros at Dean's renew your vehicle's appearance and protect your auto investment. For interior detailing, exterior detailing, and complete detailing packages, call Dean's at 945-3016 or book your appointment online at deansdetailing.com. And Dean's gift cards are the perfect fit for any special occasion. Dean's Detailing. We make used look like new.
In 2011, we asked you to join us in the fight against cancer. For years, 1 penny from every gallon of gas purchased at Tradewinds has been donated to the local cancer fight. And as Tradewinds continues to open up more locations, more money goes to local cancer care. The next time you gas up, choose a Tradewinds store so you can help.
Back at Hamden Academy, Jim Churchill, Aaron Jackson with you. Sportsnet Maine, BDN Sports live stream here tonight as the Broncos lead the Cougars 39-20. Let's look at some of the top scorers here in this first half. Kent Oliver has been doing some damage along that baseline, Aaron. 10 points here in halftime chat there.
I did say Coach Magnuson is going to have some things to say at halftime, and my guess is he may have had a little too many things to say.
So the Cougars are going to have to come out of the locker room and jump right on the court. As you see Coach Magnuson in the black
he's taking
shirt
his time.
there.
He'll get there when he gets there. He's not speeding up for anybody.
Making his way in as Mount Blue breaks the huddle. And it's going to be Hamden basketball to start the second half. Mikey Ray out there along with Bryce Logier, Ross Webb, Kent Oliver, and Corey Winch. Each of the Cougars starting five here in the second half. It includes James Anderson, Jacob Farnham. Garrett misses both free throws. And what do we got here, Aaron?
Lane violation, it would seem.
Looks like it.
The ref is giving him quite
Garrett
a talking
Reynolds.
to. Just an admonishment, if you will, from the ref.
Oliver will get one more attempt, and he makes it pay off. So technically 1 for 2 at the line. And right now the Broncos doubling up on the Cougars. Just underway here in the second half. Little backdoor play, and no connection there. As it was Talbot trying to bounce it inside to Reynolds. Incomplete pass.
And you're still not in, gotta.
Reynolds trying to dribble through the defense. Not working here tonight. And there's an errant pass. Logier, I think, looking for Winch. Tonight's broadcast also brought to you by The Drive. Your sports, your teams, your show. Aaron, you were hosting earlier today along with Ernie Clark. Had some great guests. Bob Sosi, voice of the Patriots. Of course, they've got a pretty big game coming up on Sunday. And Bob Ryan, a legendary sports writer, joining you from New York City.
Yeah, I love Bob Ryan.
The iron and out, no good, but the tip-in goes. Who was that, Winch?
I believe that was Winch, yes, number 3.
Flying in from the right side.
Just hustle. That should have been Mount Blue, should have been all over that ball. They had multiple defenders there, and they were just staring at the ball, not boxing out.
Well, Blue looking to break the ice here in the second half. Can Anderson do it? Nope. But he's fouled, and he is on the floor, wincing in pain.
Holding that left knee, I think. He landed awkwardly on that turnaround.
Oh, boy. Never like to see that. It's a left leg. I don't know if it's the knee or the ankle. Looks like he might be grabbing the ankle.
Oh, it is the ankle, isn't it? Yeah. Probably, my guess is when he landed, he probably landed right on someone's foot, and boy, do those hurt.
All right, with a break in the action here, we'll take a timeout as the Hamden Academy trainer comes over to attend to James Anderson. Broncos, they've outscored Mount Blue 3-0 here in the second half. 6:01 left to go in the third. Broncos in control, 42-20 our score. This is the Sportsnet Maine BDN Sports live stream.
Right, and they're number 3 and number 4 in class, light lead. And certainly he's a player that you need to have if you're Coach Magnuson. And tonight has not been his night so far between the deficit he's facing and now this big injury. This has not been a good night for Coach Magnuson.
So Caleb Talbot, who was one of the players in a couple of missed shots, Here's a steal by Corey Winch and goes all the way. Lays it up and in, and a foul against Mount Blue.
Yeah, nice play there defensively to get that steal, and then not only that, but to keep his head and going down the court and getting that extra look. And 16 points for Corey Winch all of a sudden.
Yeah, he was got out of the gate quickly here in the second half. Hampden has outscored Mount Blue here in the second half, 7-0. It's 39-20 at the end of the first 16 minutes. Long stay in the locker room for Mount Blue, but so far it has not paid off.
What's amazing, too, is so Hampden, last time they played Mount Blue, Bryce Lozier had 38 points for them. Other than, like, the first couple of shots of the game, I don't think he's had a basket, and yet they're still winning by 26.
Lane violation this time against Hampden, so Winch had another point, but you got to take it away after the violation. 5.5 minutes left to go in the third. Mount Blue trying to find some rhythm in this one. Hampden's defense has been swarming here tonight. Good challenge there. A miss by Mount Blue. Barker misses it. Here come the Broncos. Mikey Ray flying down the floor. Misses the shot. And the rebound to Kyle Fox. Caleb Catton, left side, shot up and off, no good. The miss there by Barker, and he came down a little awkwardly there, a little limp, and we got a foul here against Hampden.
Mikey Ray taking quite a tumble there on the other side of that. He took a long time coming back down the court, too, for Hampden.
Kyle Fox at the line drive shot off the front of the rim. Fox head. Here is Barker down the right side of the lane, scoops it up and in. Now in our pregame conversation with Travis Magnuson, he said he felt that Hampden was the best team in Class A North, despite seed in the Hill Point standings. 3 more for Corey Winch.
22 and counting. Another timeout needed for Coach Magnuson. Can't say I blame him there. This one's going to get out of hand.
Timeout Cougars. They've been outscored here in the second half, 13-3. As you look at the Hampden Academy Bronco huddle, basketball now, as the Broncos extending that defense, forcing Mount Blue away from the basket. As Baker tries to deal it into the left corner. Ball is loose. Going to be picked off there by Kent Oliver. Gets it off to Ross Webb. Up ahead to Winch. He's got 22 points. He gets it off to Lozier. Here's Webb driving inside the lane. Puts up a shot. We've got contact, and that's going to be a charge against Webb.
You mentioned Hampden extending that defense out, even though they've got a 29-point lead. I said earlier in the game, though, they feel like they failed if they give up more than 40. And right now, Mount Blue at 23, so they're thinking we've got to hold them under 40. That's kind of their end game here is defensively we've got to make sure we have a certain goal in mind. And, again, that goes to just being never satisfied, and that's how these Broncos are.
Well, Coach Bartlett, he's been in this position many times. His team at the top of the Heel Point standings, but it's all about finishing strong and playing your best basketball as you head into tourney time, and that's his focus right now. Did say he's looking to find a 7th man. Got 6 solid players looking for a number 7.
Yeah, and certainly I think they've seen some things today. I know Andy Ray, probably the 6th man there coming off the bench. He's been very good. But there may be a chance here in this fourth quarter to have a few guys come in and see what they're capable of.
Garrett Reynolds puts up the 3. That's off, no good. How about Bryce Lozier on the glass here tonight? He has been really cleaning up on the boards. The Sportsnet Maine BDN Sports live stream brought to you in part by Greenway Equipment Sales for the best in John Deere sales and service.
That's halfway down.
And taking it to the rim and missing is... And the Broncos take it the other way and pick up 2 more. The miss at the offensive end from Mount Blue is Dylan Baker. And here's Reynolds forcing up a shot and traveled with the basketball. So another turnover for Mount Blue. Cougars really struggling here tonight.
They certainly have been. There's no doubt about that.
They scored here in the second half now, 15-3. Logier not connecting there with Winch.
And a little bit of good news for Mount Blue. James Anderson coming back out onto the floor. He's got some ice wrapped around that ankle, but he is, in fact, walking on his own. So I think considering what we saw probably 5-10 minutes ago on the court, that's got to be a good sign, hopefully, for the Cougars.
Farnham crosses over against Logier. Long shot here by Farnham. He nails it.
Freshman, JV, and varsity, and there is no number 4 on any of them. Mystery man.
Side they go to Oliver. Go to Andy Ray. Here's Lozier, right elbow. Shot is good.
Having a mile offensively, other than some nice passes. Just letting us know he's still here. Looks like Coach Bartlett going to be putting at least one player in that we haven't seen so far. So again, looking for that 7th man. Maybe this is an opportunity here for a player, Derek Roberts, a sophomore who played in the JV game quite a bit, to get some varsity minutes.
Ken Oliver, Mikey Ray out of the ball game. Roberts in along with Ross Webb. Back into the ball game. Right side, shot up and off by Fox. Battle for the rebound, and it's going to be won by Mount Blue. Here's Reynolds driving the baseline, puts it up and in.
And he's been their shining star to this point, has Reynolds. When he's had open looks, he's made the best of them. They just have been few and far between. Because that was effective.
Beating the buzzer that ends the 3rd quarter. An exclamation point for the Hamden Academy Broncos. They are dominating in this one. It's 59-30, Hamden Academy. As we'll step aside here for a moment, we'll come back with 4th quarter action on the Sportsnet Maine BDN Sports live stream.
It's your Monday morning and your Friday night. It's your suitcase, your tour guide, and your photo booth. It's your new beginning and your fresh start. It's your library, your hotspot, and your movie theater. It's your car. Find it at Quirk.
Welcome back. We're live tonight here. I think they want to warm the bus tonight here. I think they want to warm the buses.
Up there. That's a little chilly.
Ross Webb will try a 3, and this time he rattles it home.
And he's been trying those threes all night. Good for him to finally hit one. And then Lozier, I mean, come on. You're up 32, and he's still hustling. Just no quit. No quit.
Well, if Bill Belichick was evaluating the Hamden Academy Broncos here tonight, he would say they are playing well in all aspects of their game.
I believe all 3 phases.
And he would be telling the truth.
Offense, defense, and another phase I'm not thinking of. Rebounding, can that be its own phase? He'd find 3 phases.
Here's Corey Winch picking up 2 more. That time using the right hand after driving through the Mount Blue defense. Shot attempt here by the sophomore Farnham. He ends up on the floor. He's going to be at the line for 2 free throws.
Maybe offense, defense, and fan enthusiasm. That could be the 3 phases.
Randy Barker comes back into the ball game. Checking out is Hunter Meeks. Well, the Cougars got to hope that the ankle injury for James Anderson is not serious, and they're going to have to bounce back after this one here tonight. 7 minutes left to go. Hamden with the basketball, up by 33. Ross Webb Dishes it back to Logier at the free throw line. Looks right, finds Andy Ray. He drives down the left side of the lane, puts up the left-handed shot, no good. And the rebound to Barker. Outlets it to Farnham. Farnham up the left side, and he's going to get bumped by Andy Ray. Yeah, you look at that Hampden bench, as you mentioned, Aaron. Andy Ray, the sixth man for Coach Russ Bartlett. And you factor in who's played here tonight. TJ Hennigan, the freshman, was in briefly.
Yeah, other than that, Derek Roberts, I think, is the only other player we've seen minutes from, and he's in the game right now. Obviously, they're still trying to figure themselves out, I think, without Mark Hutchings. Obviously, their starting center, they lost him a few weeks ago after a car accident. He's done for the year. Which really, quite frankly, he was lucky to be able to escape from the injuries that he suffered.
Jacob Farnham at the line. Sophomore averaging about 11 points, 4.6 assists per game. Fourth in Class A North in assists.
But for Hampden, they're still trying to find, okay, well, Hutchings is out. What do we do? Who steps up here? They had Kent Oliver, who stepped up in the starting position, but they need that guy to come off the bench as well, and maybe that answer is Derek Roberts here. We'll get a few minutes as he gets the rebound right there.
Jacob Farnham 1 for 2 at the line, 68. Garrett Reynolds, he goes behind the back, slices through the defense, shot up and no good, but a foul. And Reynolds is going to be at the line for 2 free throws.
Quite a play by him, slicing and dicing through that defense behind the back and getting himself to the free throw line.
Garrett Reynolds, 4th in Class A North in made threes.
Yeah, and 4th in points per game as well.
Came in with 29 made threes. I know he's got at least 1 tonight.
I think he has 2.
Probably does.
Quick release. Very, very quick release for him.
2 for 2 at the line. Makes it a 30-point game. It's Oliver. Outside his range in the left corner. Now he goes on the left block. Pass deflected. Mikey Ray comes away with it. Fires one.
And Mount Blue getting very close, so who knows? Maybe he'll play the starters throughout here.
Missed by Mikey Ray. Reynolds. Crossover here by Farnham. Lost it. Tracks it down. Drives. Collision. And a foul. It's going to be against Hampden, so young Jacob Farnham will find himself back at the line. Russ Bartlett, the head coach for Hampden. Assisted by Dan Schaefer. Oscar Degnan as well. Managers, Brady Lobdell, and my nephew, Nate Bailey, is
there you go.
Manager here for Hampden Academy. 2 more free throws there for Farnham. And it's a 28-point lead.
Crowd staying strong. Under 5 minutes to go. Pretty big lead. They're still sticking around to see this thing through.
Logier gets it into Ray. Back to Logier, and he nails another 3.
Second time they've done that, where Logier gets the ball out of bounds, he passes it in, gets it right back, and nails the corner 3.
And Garrett Reynolds, fancy move there, ended up at the free throw line. It's a 2-pointer to make it 67-38. 4.5 minutes left to go in the ball game. Skip pass from Mikey Ray. Webb off to Winch, and pass intended for Oliver, knocked out of bounds. It's going to be Hampden basketball. Travis Magnuson, first-year coach for the Mount Blue Cougar boys, done a great job. He's assisted by Ryan Kelly, Matt LeClaire, Marty Magnuson, Jason Briggs. Here's a 3-ball from Winch, no good, long rebound. Winch trying to track it down, but it's going to be out of bounds off the Broncos. Now, I'm not showing favoritism here. If we had the Mount Blue managers, I would have reeled those names off. The managers are not listed here.
Ooh.
Bucket for Caleb Talbot. He uses the glass. Mount Blue just wants to finish strong here with a little bit of momentum. Ross Webb misses the three. Mikey Ray, the offensive rebound. Out battling a couple of Cougars, and now a reach in here against Randy Barker. He's going to pick up the personal foul. Good hustle there by Barker, but he'll be tagged with the personal. 3:52 on the clock. Oliver, outside to Ray. Ray picked up by Talbot. Here corner, who?
Randy Barker just threw himself up in there real hard. I have a timeout on the floor.
We have a timeout on the floor, and while we have a chance, we'll take a look at the Heel Point standings. And coming into this ball game, you see Hamden there, 12-3, just about 5 points behind the Coney Rams, who are at 11-4. And Mount Blue's got Lawrence right on their heels. Bulldogs playing near 500, but just a couple of points, or about a point and a half behind Mount Blue. It's a tight race there between those top four teams.
Yeah, and then you look all the way down. I understand heel points a little bit, but Madomic Valley 10-5, kind of low on those heel points. You kind of got a feel for a team like that. They're doing what they need to do. They're getting their wins.
Playing the schedule.
Yeah, you know.
They got a weak schedule though. Brewer, you see there at 7-9. Witches started their season 1-5, so they've been playing much better as of late. All right, 3:17 left to go. Get back to the action. Alley-oop play, and the ball went almost. Luke Kelly, Jondro. We'll pick up the other number here shortly as Donald misses the free throw, and also coming to the ball game, Braden Cole.
It would appear as if Mount Blue had already made their substitutions. They've kind of reset as well. Kyle Fox out there for them. Hunter Meeks, the guy at the free throw line. You mentioned Hunter Donald. That mysterious number 4, who we don't know who that is.
Unfortunately, we apologize.
And then Dylan Baker.
So 5 veterans. Webb, Winch, Oliver, Ray, and Logier likely to remain on the bench for the final 2:48 in this one. There's a take, and that's going to be a charge. And it's going to go against the freshman, TJ Hennigan. Stay tuned for the postgame show. We'll have some highlights. What would appear to be a Hamden Academy Bronco victory here tonight. Just some numbers and look ahead to our next game.
So, Jim, let me ask you the real important question here. We haven't discussed it yet. And you've bragged many times about her buffalo cauliflower.
Oh, delicious. Inside they go, and the shot is good.
Number 4.
Once again, just don't have a number 4 on any of these Mount Blue Cougar rosters, so we do apologize. Here's a miss by Andy Ray. Shot blocked there by the Cougars. And the Cougars on the attack, but the pass is deflected. Andy Ray at the center of the court. Deals it left. Nice move there along the baseline by Braden Cole. And what was the call there? Foul? Charge? Yeah, a charge against Cole.
Yeah.
And looks like Coach Magnuson wants to talk things over. Yeah, I heard a little discussion about Super Bowl food on the drive earlier today. You and Ernie Clark, Adam Hodge, and you were really talking up the boneless wings, as was Ernie.
Yeah.
And I agree with. I think Ernie mentioned, the bone. I mean, what are you?
Right. You're paying for dead weight.
Right.
And it's messy. And then you know you've got that relative that's going to get the buffalo sauce all over their hands. They're going to put their hands on your couch, on your chair. It's going to ruin it for everyone. So just get the boneless wing. You can still eat those with your hands if you want to, if you're not messy. But, you also got the fork, or maybe you just do naked. You do the naked wing, and then you just dip it in sauce. Problem solved.
We have a second here. Talk up our Great crew here tonight. Adam Hodge directing, Mark Paulette directing and on graphics, and Jay Baines on camera here tonight. Mount Blue down by 22, so they have closed the gap a little bit here down the stretch. Both teams with their second units on the floor. The miss there by Dylan Baker. Hennigan up the right side, picks up his dribble. Cole, one bounce, looking for help. Puts it out top to Kelly. And they go inside to Roberts, and he gets nailed from behind.
For the Cougars at this point, lick your wounds and hope that James Anderson is okay. That's the big thing, right? We're only a couple of days away here, a couple of weeks away here from tournament time, a couple games left on the schedule. He's a guy, if you want to have success in the tournament, you're going to need him to be out there. He's their leading scorer. Had a real tough night tonight. Probably a big reason why this game is ending up the way that it is. So you got to find a way to get him healthy and get him ready to go for tournament time. And obviously, basketball and ankle injuries, that's tough.
It's the Class A tournament, North tournament in Augusta.
Love to see him bring it back to Bangor someday for a year. Won't happen, though.
It's going to happen. Hampton with a steal. Luke Kelly for three. That's wide of the mark, no good.
Yes, when you come off the bench cold like that and you get an opportunity to do that and your teammates are cheering you on, it's sometimes you get a little jittery, if you will, a little too excited.
Fans and bench really wanted that. A foul, and we've got another Cougar down with potentially an ankle injury.
Yeah.
On the floor, Dylan Baker. And let's see, he's going to try to get to his feet here as Coach Magnuson comes off the Mount Blue bench, and the trainer for Hampden Academy coming out as well. As you can see, just 1 second on the clock, and our score 70-45. Our next game will be Tuesday night. We're going to be at Herman High School, just down the road a short ways, as the very good and defending state champion Herman Hawks will be playing host to the Orono Red Riots in that ball game on Tuesday.
They still undefeated, those Hawks?
They are. Free throw is no good, as the player who would have been shooting, that was Baker. He has to go to the sideline, so standing in for him is Hunter Donald. 0 for 1, spins the basketball. Second one is no good. And again, the rebound, buzzer sounds, and that will do it in this one. The Hampden Academy Broncos pick up another victory as they defeat the Mount Blue Cougars and get a little revenge for a loss earlier this season down in Farmington. Broncos losing by 1, 73-72, but they win by 25 here tonight on their home court.
Wheel.com.
What do you get when you combine pure diesel power with 1,600 pounds of raw iron and steel? Meet the 2R Series from John Deere. Up to 32 horsepower, 4-wheel drive, cruise control, and a 6-year powertrain warranty that's best in its class. This rugged workhorse won't make your breakfast, but with quick attach features, you can do pretty much anything else. Ride one today at your John Deere dealer.
Visit Greenway Equipment in Bangor and Ellsworth, or find us online at greenwayequipment.com.
In 2011, we asked you to join us in the fight against cancer. For years, 1 penny from every gallon of gas purchased at Tradewinds has been donated to the local cancer fight. And as Tradewinds continues to open up more locations, more money goes to local cancer care. The next time you gas up, choose a Tradewinds store so you can help.
We are back here at Hampden Academy. Time for the post-game reports here on the Sportsnet Maine BDN Sports live stream. As you can see, the Hampden Academy players and fans enjoying their night here in Hampden as the Broncos come away with a 70-45 win over the Mount Blue Cougars, number 2 over number 3 in the Heel Point standings. And let's get to some of the highlights from this Bronco win here tonight on their home floor.
Yeah, Hampden jumped out to this one early on, and they really did not look back. And a big part of that was just hustle points, and you see Corey Winch there getting that ball to go off of the miss, and he has to be our star of the game, right? I mean, he finished with, 26, 27 points, another 3 there. Just a very talented player that had a very good game.
And the Cougars trying to stay in this ball game. Nice deal there to Kyle Fox, who put it home. But the Broncos just too much. And a big story here tonight, other than Corey Winch, Bryce Logier, who pulls up there from the right elbow and hits that one. But Logier very strong on the boards here tonight. And he gets it right back here from Winch, turns, fires, and hits.
That was to end the third quarter. And
leading the buzzer.
Yeah, he'd hit another one in the fourth quarter.
There's senior Ross Webb, one of the captains for Coach Bartlett.
Finally getting one to go from the corner.
Hitting that three-point shot.
There's that other one I mentioned from Logier.
Drains the 3 once again from that right corner. And here is Garrett Reynolds. Blue, they got to recover from this loss here tonight and also hope James Anderson, one of their premier players and top scorers, their leading scorer, in fact, coming into tonight's action. He left early with an ankle injury, so we'll keep an eye on Anderson as the Cougars head into tourney week. All right, we'll take our final break here in the post-game show, and we'll come back, get you some scoring numbers, look ahead to our next game. This is the Sportsnet Maine BDN Sports live stream.
Choosing the right school for driver's ed has never been more important. Northeast Driving School has been the leader in driver training since 1969. Greater Bangor's #1 team of instructors is experienced, professional, and dedicated to its students. Northeast offers a variety of weekday and weekend courses. Call 942-1769 or sign up at northeastdrivingschool.com.
If time is infinite, why is there never enough of it? A John Deere One Family tractor with Quick Park lets you attach and go. iMatch Quick Hitch gives you more time for what you love, so it takes less work to do more work. Auto Connect Drive Over Mower Deck? Done. They're not making any more land, but there's plenty of time if you know where to look.
Visit Greenway Equipment in Bangor and Ellsworth or find us online at greenwayequipment.com.
You deserve a clean car. Let Dean's take care of the details. Dean's Detailing has been Maine's auto detailing leader since 1971. Let the pros at Dean's renew your vehicle's appearance and protect your auto investment. For interior detailing, exterior detailing, and complete detailing packages, call Dean's at 945-3016 or book your appointment online at deansdetailing.com. And Dean's gift cards are the perfect fit for any special occasion. Dean's Detailing. We make used look like new.
We are back here at the stable, home of Hampden Academy Bronco basketball. As you see the Bronco logo right there. Aaron, you want to scorers here tonight, and we got to start with our player of the game, Corey Winch. 26 points here tonight for Hampden.
Yeah, he was incredible. I mean, just hitting some threes, but also just we mentioned the hustle, the offensive rebounds, cutting to the basket quick. He did everything.
Ken Oliver kept a little quiet in the second half, but had 10 points at the end of the first 16 minutes. He was doing a lot of damage inside, and Bryce Logier had a ton of rebounds here tonight. He also ended up in double figures.
Yeah, a couple of late threes sealed that deal, but again, 38 last time. They didn't need it this time, and Garrett Reynolds got his average. He played well. It's just the problem was the rest of the team couldn't find their rhythm.
And in the end, the Broncos too much for the Cougars here tonight in Hampden. All right, well, coming up on Tuesday, it's our next game here on the Sportsnet Maine BDN Sports live stream. We've got some Class B action as the Orono Red Riots travel to Herman to take on the undefeated Hawks, and we'll have that one for you. Live stream gets underway right around 7 o'clock. I want to thank our Sportsnet Maine crew here tonight, Mark Paulette, Adam Hodge, Jay Baines, and thanks to my broadcast partner here tonight, Aaron